The Ram 2500 is Dodge's first entry into the crew cab club. The true four-door, five-passenger pickup has a lot of room, both in the passenger compartment and the bed. It's also a real off-roader with the ground clearance to prove it. I had to take a running start to jump in. Women in skirts are seriously advised to wear underwear or risk a different type of ticket from the police. Running boards are an option, but they reduce your ground clearance and are more likely to get stuck on a boulder or tree stump if you really do take the TRX off-road.
50% of the owners of this vehicle would use it for work. 100% of the people that buy this truck would use it for fun and leisure.
If your idea of fun includes heading with your friends to a remote mountain biking trail, rest assured that the Ram 2500 can get you there. Just remember to use the breadcrumbs feature on the GPS and let someone outside of your crew know where you're going and when you expect to be back. That'll help avoid the drama involving figuring out which mushrooms are food, which are fun, and which are fatal.
This is also not the truck for the soccer mom or the mall hauler. This is for people who are serious about going off-road. We've passed the fashion accessory phase. This doesn't even have leather seats, which actually I think leather is a good idea, or vinyl even, because it's easier to clean.
But of course, nothing is as simple as it seemed. We looked at the bed and thought, hey, we could just throw 4 mountain bikes back there and head for the hills. And not so fast, Sherlock. Nick Burton from High Gear CYCLERY in Milburn, New Jersey says, while you can just throw the bikes in the bed and take off, it's a really bad idea.
The bikes need to be as secure as possible in order for them not to damage each other. A truck bed mounted bike rack where you could carry at least 2, maybe 3 bikes is a good way to go. Or else there are hitch mounted bike racks that we could put under the rear bumper and the bikes would come off the rear of the vehicle, allowing you to carry maybe even 5 bikes.
MOPAR, which is owned by the Chrysler Group, makes a special bike rack for the Ram 2500. There are also other racks made by different manufacturers.
If you're considering a bike rack for any vehicle, you want to make sure that it was recommended by the manufacturer for that specific vehicle, model and year.
High Gear also sells locks for all the racks they carry so that you can have lunch with your buddies without worrying about the bikes getting stolen.
A bike is always easy to steal because it's its own getaway vehicle. As soon as you can get it in your hands, you can jump on it and pedal it away and it's gone forever.
Good point. Never thought of that. This 237-inch long truck is about 15 inches longer than a Chevy Suburban. But where you really feel the difference is in the height. The Ram 2500 is so tall that not only did it not fit in my garage, it also made me feel like I was ziplining through the city. Visibility was not too much of a problem with side mirrors the size of my head.
So, you know how I always complain about the size of mirrors, that in too many vehicles the mirrors are too small. These are big mirrors.
These mirrors are also very versatile. Depending upon what you're carrying behind you, maybe you've got the mirror set up this way, but you can't quite see everything you need to see back there. Watch this. Okay, now you can. So you can adjust the mirrors based on what you're carrying behind you.
The only problem with these enormous mirrors is that they don't have a power fold option, which would come in handy when trying to squeeze down a narrow city street or into certain garages. I actually managed to parallel park the 2500 a few times, but the backup camera option would have been a big help and also an added safety factor, especially if you have kids. It's a $200 option. I'd buy it if you ever plan on going in reverse while owning this vehicle.
It can be done.
The remote start feature is a nice touch on really hot or really cold days. Just don't use it inside a closed garage or you'll risk carbon monoxide poisoning, but you knew that. Something you may not have known is what these little switches do.
With certain situations where you are using a trailer, it's required, some states require that you actually have brakes on the wheels of the trailer. And a lot of people have gone after aftermarket trailer brake controllers in the past. This one actually has an integrated trailer brake controller, which makes it really convenient for people that buy the truck and that do a lot of towing.
If you're thinking about pulling a trailer, you may want to know you can actually tow an entire subdivision with the 2500.
With this particular vehicle, you can tow up to 10,500 pounds. And if you want to put something in the bed, you can throw things in there that'll weigh maybe 2,470 pounds.
And you might need your neighbor's help to pay for your gas. Because of the size of the truck, the EPA does not require Dodge to publish city and highway mileage for the Ram 2500. We averaged about 12 miles per gallon on combined city and highway driving with the 5.7-liter Hemi with the 34-gallon fuel tank. Just in case you weren't paying attention, I said the fuel tank is 34 gallons. Even though this pickup is the size of some small European countries, the 383 horses under the hood mean the Ram has no problem thundering onto the highway. Published 0 to 60 speeds on this nearly 6,000-pound machine range from 7.8 seconds to 8.1 seconds. It's not a Porsche, but it's not a sloth either.
This enormous Dodge Ram pickup has its version of paddle shifters right here on the stalk. It's a little odd.
Also, in a truck that has to shop in the big and tall section, other drivers will definitely see you, and they might be afraid, very afraid that you don't see them. The base price of the Ram TRX Off-Road Crew Cab 4x4 starts at about $36,500. When you add in the creature comforts once only associated with luxury cars, the price heads north. Those options include heated seats and heated mirrors, a hard drive that can hold more than 4,000 songs, GPS and an iPod adapter, the remote start, and a year's subscription to the Sirius traffic system. The price on the Ram Crew Cab 2500 hits a little over $45,000. I'm Grant Winter reporting.